Hello, my little game development enthusiasts. Today will be the 6th part about how I made a strategy game with Stickman on Unity for mobile devices. You can watch the previous videos about it if you haven't seen them. Recently we released a big update, which I will talk about and share plans for further development. The most extensive thing we did was add another 100 levels to the game. Now there are 200, where you will have to fight against Vikings, who will have their own units and siege weapons. Here, you can take a look at them.
I chose the strongest, the Vikings. With a 5% bonus to infantry attack and a 10% bonus to troop load, the Vikings can carry more loot and quickly build up power. Maybe you gather resources quickly, but everything you've accumulated will eventually become mine.
We added a boss battle. Every 100th level, the boss will be unique each time and will be located on the level instead of the enemy base, spawning similar units. Additionally, we added mini-bosses every 50 levels, which will be slightly weaker than the bosses and will appear as the player destroys the enemy base, to add an element of surprise and diversify the gameplay. We also added new units available to the player. These include a zombie, a spear thrower, a robot, a combat medieval mech, a necromancer who summons zombies, a minotaur, a cyclops, an angel, and an ent. And 3 new boosters, a tornado that sweeps from right to left across the entire map, dealing damage to all enemies, spikes emerging from the ground to damage the enemy, and a booster that summons a horde of zombies. We added a roulette-like feature in the main menu, where players can spin the Wheel of Fortune using accumulated crystals to receive various prizes. We think some people might find this interesting as well. We also found and fixed quite a few bugs of varying sizes, thanks in part to the subscribers of my Telegram channel. You can also subscribe to avoid missing the next video or to share your opinions or ideas about the game. I look forward to seeing you on Telegram via the link in the description. So basically these are all the main points we've implemented in the new version. Now, we plan to add another 100 levels against the Egyptians, with their own units and bosses, which we are already working on. We plan to add new units for the player, such as a dragon, a spider, and death with a scythe. Various new boosters that will enhance the player's units or deal damage to the enemy, such as an earthquake, sandstorm, storm, and spider invasion. We also plan to add a championship mode, which has been present in the game since the very first version as an inactive icon. We won't be creating a real multiplayer mode for now, but we will implement battles against the computer with a leaderboard featuring real players. We have already started designing avatars that players can set for themselves in this mode. Soon, we will also add chests where players will receive random rewards. These chests will be awarded for completing levels. If anyone is interested in the progress regarding revenue, there haven't been any successes yet. I launched ads on Google Ads, but they haven't paid off yet. We are currently testing monetization by increasing the amount of advertising and purchases. Initially, we show ads very rarely, hoping for user loyalty and to gather good reviews, which could help generate organic installs. I'll say right away that it didn't help. People still complain about the presence of ads, so we made them a bit more frequent. Now we're monitoring how much the revenue per user increases and whether it will allow us to start acquiring new users through ad networks. That's the work we've done on the Stickman game. I hope you found it interesting. If you want more, subscribe and be sure to play our game. The link to the game will be in the description. Regarding another real-time strategy game in the spirit of classic strategies, a sort of symbiosis of Stick War Legacy and Age of Mythology, called World of Stickman, we're also working on it little by little. And in a few days, I'll post a video where I share the development process. That's all for now. Goodbye everyone.